Hello, everybody, and welcome to the next episode of the Unbreakable Her podcast, where we make space for the stories of resilient women. Today is an update episode, so it's not a typical episode, but I wanted to give you some updates on what is coming. But I want to start out by saying thank you. We have ended season one with 11 episodes from women from all different spaces, walks of life, and different kinds of stories. To everybody who has watched the episodes, who has listened to them, who has engaged with them, thank you so much. Whether you just caught a couple clips, whether you've watched complete episodes, I just am really grateful for the audience that we're building. I want to say thank you. Also, can't have episodes without the guests. So thank you so much to everyone who came on and shared your story. Really grateful for you. And thank you for your resilience. Um, I also want to say my bad. I got sick. It started with my son, which is not abnormal because he has been very sick. If you caught the episode that I talked about my pregnancy and parenting journey, then you know him being sick is not. It really just hasn't been abnormal. Thankfully, there's been a lot less of it over the last say year and a half. But he got sick, and then I got sick. Now, for context, I can count on maybe I would need two hands, but I don't even think two hands. I can probably count on one hand in my entire life the amount of times that I've been sick. And especially as an adult, maybe two other times. But this was the worst I've been sick. This is the worst experience of me being sick in my life that I can remember as an adult. So I got sick, which with what seemed like a cold. I didn't test positive for any of the. I didn't have the flu or COVID or any of that. But I was just sick, and then it lingered. Like every time I thought I was getting better, I just wasn't. And I was going to record an episode anyway, but then I lost my voice. So I was called. I mean, like the cough was unbelievable. Um, I literally had no voice. I was down to a whisper. It was just, it was a lot. And then it morphed into a horrible sinus infection. I mean, I was down for the count. And so I really felt bad, excuse me, that I couldn't produce episodes, but it was terrible. Like I really just couldn't do it. So I just want to say, my bad for not being able to like share that, explain it. And I know that there were some people who were like looking for episodes, which I definitely appreciate, but I couldn't do it. I just wasn't well. And it went from my son to me to my husband. And I mean, we were really down for the count. And what I realized later is that I was actually getting sick for like a week or two before I actually the symptoms really showed themselves, because I was feeling fatigued. And so in hindsight, I realized just in dealing with my son and all the managing his germs and taking him back and forth to the doctor. And he was sick for a long time too, which was abnormal because his viruses would, it's like the 7 to 10 or 10 to 14 days, and like we're good. He was sick for over a month, had a lingering cough. We actually ended up having to go to get him a chest x-ray because his doctor was concerned that he might have pneumonia, but thankfully he didn't. And he is fine, except now my husband, not my husband, but my son and I suffer terribly with seasonal allergies. And so we're through the viruses and the flu. And he had the flu. It was a lot. But now he and I have to battle through seasonal allergies. And so I'm looking for any homeopathic or home remedies that people have used, and to solve for the problem that is seasonal allergies. Anything that's worked. The main thing that he and I suffer with is itchy eyes. His eyes will swell, mine will just itch terribly. And then anything that ear, nose, throat stuff just starts to get aggravated. So anyway, if you have any remedies that you've used, please share. But so that's why there haven't been new episodes. I didn't even have the energy. Like literally the only thing that I was doing was taking care of my son. And I went to an event where my mom was being honored, and no joke, I coughed for 2 hours straight at this event. I was so embarrassed. Like it was ridiculous. But obviously I wasn't gonna miss it because it's my mom. But anyway, I didn't even put out clips. I was so tired, like literally exhausted, that I just didn't have the energy to function normally. And so again, my bad. But for those who are sticking around, and I hope you will, season 2 is going to start in May. So the first Wednesday in May, we're going to start season 2 with a Mother's Day series, and I am so excited about it. I don't even want to throw out too many details of it. It's going to be like a little bit different from what you've seen, but I think the audience, like, I think you guys will really like it, and I'm very, very excited about it. So one of the things that I realized doing season 1 is that I need a lot more lead time for the prep and the behind the scenes stuff. And so taking the time away, the intentional time away from now until May, will give me the opportunity to do everything that needs to be done behind the scenes so that these episodes can just keep coming. You know, being sick, that was unintended, and I still would have been pushing out. I had interviews scheduled and everything, and it was just it was crazy. But I have a rhythm now. I think I've kind of figured out a rhythm that I want to move with. And yeah, thank you for just coming on the ride. I'm learning as I go. What I do know is I want to continue to share the stories of resilient women and make space for the stories of resilient women. And that I will continue to do. Unbreakable Her is also going to be vending at a couple places, and I'll share that as we go. I got merch coming that I'll be sharing that you can hopefully check out and purchase. I'll probably do a couple of polls on some things that I'm curious about how you feel about them, what we want to add to the merch bag. But there's a lot of stuff coming. But ultimately, I just want to really say thank you for a dope season 1. I've been wanting to do a podcast for like years and years. I mean, I'm not talking about 2 years or 3 years. I'm talking about 10, 12 years. I've been talking about doing something, and I'm doing it now. And I'm really thankful for the encouragement and for the people who, again, engage with and listen to the episodes. So can't thank you all enough. Please stick around for the ride. Season 2 is going to be incredible. I'm really, really excited. Last 2 things. First, I need your help procuring more women with stories of resilience to tell those stories on this podcast. I know an incredible amount of women with great stories, but I don't know everybody. So I need you to tag someone whose story you think should be told on the Unbreakable Her podcast. And the second thing is connected to that. Please do not think that any story is too small. The story of women's stories of resilience is basically like every day navigating the world that we live in. So please don't think that it has to be what someone might consider grand. I want to tell your story. I want you to tell your story. I want to hear your story. I want to give you the space to share your story. So please, anybody, if it's a story of about getting healthy, if it's a story of finding a new career, if it's a story of how you navigate parenting, like whatever it is, I want to give you an opportunity to share that story of resilience in this space. So please tag somebody and I'd be happy to connect with them and see if we can't make it work. Yeah, so that's it. Incredible season 1. Thank you so much. And season 2 is coming. I cannot wait to share. I'm really excited about the ways that I'm going to, I'm working to get better as an interviewer and just enhance the experience. It really has been incredible, and I just want to keep going, keep learning, and getting better. So that's that. Until next time, please continue to engage with the content. I'm going to be sharing more clips. During the whole time that I'm away until we come back in May, you're going to see more reels and just clips from episodes, just to encourage you to, if there are any episodes that you missed, to go check those out, to re-listen to any episodes that, just engage with the content. You're going to just see more and more of it come out. And then also, yeah, that's it. I'm making this longer. It is becoming longer than I planned for it to be. But thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. And season 2 is coming. Bye.